everybody. It is day one of 6 days, and 6 ways to create a better you. And for those of you who don't know who I am Iris Sirianni, and I am a love, dating, and relationship coach. And I help women be their best selves so that they can have better relationships, better love, and rippling over into having a better and more satisfying life all the way around. So I decided to do this 6-part live video series as a way to kind of highlight just some really simple things that we can do every single day that is going to help us just be better. And that's not to say that there's absolutely anything wrong with who we are right now, but I do know from my own personal experience that there are just highs and lows in my life, and sometimes there are things that are just like, you know, I wish time would stand still because things are just like amazing. And then other times, you know, things start to dip, and, you know, what was once like amazing and fabulous and, you know, so exciting, all of a sudden now doesn't have that same kind of zing and zest to it. So my own experience has been that the more I pay attention to me, doing things that make me feel good, the better I become. And the better I become, the better my relationships are, the better my finances are, the better and more satisfying and fulfilling my work is. Just everything just seems to have that ripple effect. And, you know, sometimes it's the external stuff that can really bog us down and weigh us down and have us feeling not really good about ourselves. So when I say better you, what I'm really saying is the more connected you are to yourself, the more aligned to who you are, what you like, the better you're going to feel about yourself. So that is why I just decided to just do this 6-part, 6 days, 6 ways to be a better you. So today's day one, and today I'm talking about meditation. And meditation, you know, if you prefer to use the word praying, that's okay too. But it's really what meditation is all about, is just quieting our minds and just being still. You know, in our day today, we are running around like crazy people. I know that I am. And I've got so many things on the go and so many different ideas. And you know, sometimes I flit about from one thing to another thing to another thing. And, you know, my brain just does not shut down long enough to get any kind of clarity about, you know, what is it that I really want? How am I really feeling about all of my ideas and what I need to do? And I, you know, I don't know, you might be like me. I get overwhelmed really, really easy. And I tend to really take on a lot all at once. And I'm very ambitious, but sometimes my ambitious just goes way overboard. And I become really, really overwhelmed. So I find for me, the way to calm that and really to calm the monkeys that are chattering about in my head. And sometimes I'll admit, you know, sometimes the chatter is a little bit limiting in what I'm capable of achieving, and, you know, like just having that overall balance and, you know, my goals and ambitions and things like that. So, I mean, I can go on and on about that part of it, but you're not thinking about so heavily about all of those things because you've already said those things. So I hope you get what I was saying there. So then you just sit there and just be still, like focus on a bird singing outside, and it happens to be like torrential downpour here, so I can always listen to the rain or listen to the clock on the wall or something like that, right? But just that time and that space just to not be thinking about anything. And so what happens over the course of time? So let's say you're just brand new to this. You can set your timer for 15 minutes, and maybe the first day all you do is spend talking into that recorder about everything that you're thinking. But maybe the next day, maybe it's only 14 minutes that you're talking into, into that recorder. And the next day, and maybe one day is actually spent in quiet space. Maybe the next day, you're down to 10 minutes of just verbal diarrhea before you settle into the last few minutes of just having that quiet space. So whatever that is for you. But meditation really is a practice. And it has been my experience that when I have that daily meditation practice, all of a sudden I have this shift within myself where I am, everything peripheral to me remains the same. Whatever issues I was dealing with before I started the meditation practice still exists. The situation hasn't changed, but through the meditation, what I find is how I respond to those situations, which has had the greatest impact on me. All of a sudden, I don't feel like I need to be so attached to what's going on externally to me. I'm spending more time just being quiet. And it's in that quiet space where I feel so peaceful and so calm. And it's where all of my creativity comes from. So, that really is what I want to talk about in terms of meditation and the fact that meditation is just a return to connecting to who we are and allowing ourselves just some time and space just to put all of that other stuff away to the side and just be with our own mind and our own hearts and our feelings, and just be chill like that. So let me know what comments you have. Give it a try as well, and I guess my challenge to you is try it for 5 days. Set a timer every single day for 15 minutes and just practice it. And I would love to hear what your outcomes are with that. So tomorrow at no particular time, I'm going to be on day 2, but today was meditation, and tomorrow is, I'm not sure what tomorrow is, but tomorrow will be something, and we'll see you then. Bye.